Okay, I'm just setting up the live stream, just about there. So, apologies for my disappearance just recently. I've not been very well at all. So there's all sorts of viruses doing the rounds. So if I have a coughing fit in the middle of this flight, that will explain why. Okay, so we're going to go and take the Hawk up and just do some circuits, just to keep my hand in really, at Coningsby, and then fly down to Lakenheath and have a look around at Lakenheath as well. So it should be good fun. Let's go and jump inside. And we're going to run through the checklist that I work through typically with the airplanes. I'll put a link to it in the notes later on of where you can get the checklist from. So first things first, we're going to go over to the tablet. We're going to remove the chocks and the covers and the steps away from the airplane. Then we're going to go over to the left hand side and turn anti-skid to on, and then go over to the right hand side, turn the oxygen on. Then in the rear seat, turn the anti-skid to on, and then oxygen on in the rear seat as well. Then back in the front seat, we're going to go and close the canopy, so we can go and click on the handle there and make sure it's locked, so that's on the opposite side, so we can lock the canopy down. Then we're going to go and unlock the rudder pedals, and then go over to look at the left hand side in a bit more detail. We're going to put the batteries 1 and 2 to forwards. That will set off an alarm, and we can press the button to cancel it. And then we can go over to the other side and turn the nav lights to on or down. So there we go, nav lights are already on by the look of it. It's interesting, isn't it? So let's just go and have a look outside. That's on, so it should be on or up. Anti-collision lights to red or down. So let's go to red. Then we're going to go over to the other side and put the LP cock lever to on or downwards, and the fuel pump to on or forwards. So where is it? Fuel pump on, and then UHF radio to both. And then shift space. We're going to go and calibrate the altimeter. Looks like it's already good. Set the HSI and course and heading as required. So we're going to be operating primarily out of Coningsby. Should we go and run say intentions as well in the background? So let's go and open up say intentions. We need to find out what our airplane's called as well. So we are 176. So Hawk 176, that's all we need to be called. So in say intentions, we need to go into identity and type in Hawk. We could put X-ray 176 and then Hawk X-ray 176. So we just need to remember that while we're flying around. We can put that out of the way for the moment. Okay. On the AHRS panel behind the joystick, which we can disappear here, we're going to switch this to slave and set the latitude. Latitude's usually correct straight out of the box, or it is for these latitudes around the UK anyway. And then Alt 3, go over to the VHF UHF radio panel, rotate the mode to transmit, receive and guard. So this is the one here, isn't it? Yep. So there's the radio on. Air conditioning selector to normal. IFF transponder, rotate the mode to standby. TACAN, rotate the mode to TXRX. And on the ILS panel, select as appropriate. So we'll probably be using VOR, I guess, while we're flying around. If we're going to be flying down towards Lakenheath, there's TACAN down there, isn't there? So we could play with that along the way. But at Coningsby, yeah, we also have a TACAN. So we'll tune it into 48X anyway. So we've got X, and we need 4 and 8. And I think, yeah, you can switch between the two there, look, between TACAN and ILS mode for the HSI. We did mention about the runway direction, so if we go and set the heading bug just for a visual reference, we've got 2 knots, so it's not going to make any difference. We can take off runway 07. So if we go and move the heading bug to 70 degrees, we'll do the HSI as well, just to make it light. Actually, no, the wind's the right way. We can use the ILS and have a play with it. So 11115. Okay, so we'll go and change that over to ILS mode. 11115. Okay, then we'll switch this to ILS for the moment. And we're going to change the course and the heading to 71. So course, sorry, it's the other way around now, isn't it? We're going for the opposite runway. So is it 251? Yeah. So course to 251 and switch the heading bug round. Not that it makes much difference, it's just a visual reference really. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go start the engines. So we could have a play with say intentions at this point. So we've got our little handy tip here. Look, when you're looking at say intentions, it does tell you your call sign at the top corner. Interesting. Look, they're doing, they're updating say intentions all the time. They're talking about that at the moment. They're doing some heavy development with it. So we're going to go to ground at RAF Coningsby. Ground, Hawk 176, requesting engine start.
Hawk 176, engine start approved.
There we go. So to get the engine started, Alt and 2 takes us over to this side of the aeroplane. And we have to go engine start to on. And then in the rear seat, Alt 4, engine start to on. And the pilot is helpfully right in the way. What I'm going to do is press Shift and Space, go and remove the rear pilot for the moment. And then press Alt and 4 again to come back into the back, and we can put engine start to on. And then Alt and 2 and press the relight button. And we can monitor this now for the GTS light. Shall I go and turn the volume up to make sure you can hear this? Can you hear me okay actually? Just going to go and check my volume levels. Open sound settings. Yeah, it should be good. Okay, so it's gone green. That's what we were waiting for. So Alt and 2. We're going to engine to start, cockpit shift space. There we go. So we're waiting for the RPM to come up. So if we go and turn the joystick back on, we won't have full throw until we've got full power. So we just have to wait. So let's see how loud this is getting in the cockpit. Have we got full throw? Yeah, we got full throw now. And the engine's just come up. Okay, so back down over this side, we're going to go and do the hydraulic reset. My brain really isn't working at the moment. I was off sick yesterday from work. Back in today, as you can hear, I'm quite croaky. Electrical section at the bottom left. We're going to go and put the pitot heat on now. And the IFF transponder can go to TA now. Oh, sorry, it should go to norm, not TA. And prepare to taxi. So, taxi lights. Should have a light on the front of the airplane, and we've got one, and we've got heat pouring out. It's all good. Should we go and check everything's working? So, just have a look. Flaps. Don't know if the spoilers will come down when you have weight on wheels. Not sure. Probably too much risk of them hitting the floor. And we can taxi to the runway. So shift space and turn head tracking on. I am going to kick our view up slightly because it makes it a lot easier. So we're going to the other end of the runway, aren't we? So it's going to be a little bit of a taxi to get there. All the Typhoons. Lightning parts in the back there. Obviously a static aircraft that's a relic of the past. Okay, how are we doing for sound? Yeah, I'm going to turn it down a bit so you can at least hear me and I don't have to shout. Radar. So just having a quick look, we're almost at sea level here, so it makes it very easy to judge on the way around the circuit. So we'll climb out to 1,000 feet when we take off. So flaps to takeoff position. Just coming down to the runway. We didn't request taxi clearance, did we? Let's go straight to tower. What are we? Hawk 176. Coningsby Tower, Hawk 176 at holding point, runway 25, requesting left pattern work.
Hawk 176, runway 25, left circuits approved. Report downwind each time, wind calm, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, Hawk 176. It was 176, wasn't it? Yeah. My memory is shocking at the moment. My brain is really not working. Okay, let's go out to the runway. Just before we get going, I'm going to change my multiplayer server. I made sure it was on all players before I came into the sim. I'm going to change my multiplayer server to the UK, or West Europe I should say. It's in settings, isn't it? In online. So let's go for West Europe. Save and back. And let's press Control Alt N. I think I've set for the name tags. I'm not sure if any will show up before we get going. Anyway. So we just need to report downwind. So looking at the indicated airspeed there, just coming up to 100 knots. We'll start rotating at 125. Get it moving around. And we're up. Gear up. Flaps up. For some reason it went really stuttery then. Really hard to judge with this because of the axis of where the aeroplane is. I'm going to trim it down, nose down quite a lot to get it to stay level. So we'll extend downwind a little way.
Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, wind 260 at 4 runway 25, clear to land.
Coningsby Tower, Hawk 176, downwind for runway 25.
Hawk 176, runway 25. Continue downwind. Report turning base.
So we've just gone through the glide slope. Yeah, it's starting to pick up too much speed. It wants to go faster, doesn't it? Coningsby Tower, Hawk 176, turning base for circuit, touch and go, runway 25. We overshot that quite hilariously. Just straightening up. Quite twitchy on the nose wheel steering.
Heavy ready for departure, runway 7. World 19 and 70, heavy Coningsby Tower. I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Just turned the spoilers out. Gone far too quickly then. I was hoping to shortcut this in. We could lose some speed in the turn though, couldn't we? Let's try it. A bit high. So we've got time now to look at this from outside, haven't we? Okay, let's go and visit Lakenheath. So from here we need to be going about 46 degrees. Sorry, not 46 degrees. 146 degrees. Let's move the heading bug. There we go. Should we take it up above the clouds? See what it looks like. Don't need the landing light on anymore, do we? So Martin's saying, have I got my coffee ready? No. I wonder how much effort it would take to do a really slow roll in a Hawk. Let's just go. Right, that's got it. So if we go rudder, phase that into negative aileron, elevator, and right rudder. Oh, that was a bit too fast. Something you have to practice, and you have to practice in a specific aeroplane to get good at it. I wonder if there's some knife edge. Just about. Okay, we're making our way down towards Lakenheath. It's not very far. I haven't got live weather on at the moment. Should we go and have a look? And that's why. I guess that might make it a bit more interesting though. So we have got ILS down here, 109.9, and we'd have a slight crosswind. So let's go and have a look down here. 109. Oh, you have to go the other way, great. 9, let's just see where we're going. Because this plane moves around so much, it's quite difficult to look around sometimes. 109.90. And the heading is that 235 degrees for the HSI. It's not so far away from where we are. Except now, yeah, I'm going to have to turn head tracking off. This is being a so-and-so. The click spot for this knob is tiny. Just double check that. 235, yeah, we're good. So it had TACAN as well, didn't it? So TACAN is 39X. Okay, so we should be able to. We've got TACAN on at the moment. So you can see the green arrow there. It's pointing straight at it. And the miles are counting down. So I turned the landing light off. No, I didn't. So, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit of a different story, isn't it, with the real weather? So it might be fun, actually, to come down through the cloud on the ILS beam. So you can see here, 18 miles out. So what we could do is turn slightly away from the airfield. And give ourselves a few miles run in. Can we pick up? Yeah, it's still got Marham because it's the nearest airbase, look. So I'm just coming out over here, look. I'll wait until we're closer to talk to the tower. We don't have to. It's not really the intention of the flight. It's really just to go and have some fun this evening. So let's pull this back down to 120. Send back down to the cloud tops at least. Okay, so we now have ILS mode. So this is going to be reflecting, hopefully, if it works, 109.90. If it doesn't, then this is going to be a bit of a waste of time. We should be picking it up anytime soon. We haven't got DME. What's going on? I have a funny feeling it did this a while ago. We do have well, maybe it is working. So I'm just looking at the glide slope and the localizer. There comes the glide slope, so we do have glide slope at least. We can use the artificial horizon. Wheels are down. CDO is on the move. And there's the runway. So we're pretty much on speed. We're good on the glide slope. Mind you, we're visual now anyway, so flaps down. Can we get hold of the tower now? Lakenheath, there we go. So we want tower. Lakenheath Tower, Hawk 176 approaching from the east, requesting touch and go.
Hawk 176, enter left downwind for runway 6, report downwind for touch and go.
They don't want us to go straight in then, okay. We'll report downwind for touch and go, Hawk 176. So what we're going to do is climb up over the top. So you want to be at least 2,000 feet to do this. And then we'll fly runway heading and do a typical brake and entry. But we're not directly over the runway, are we? We're getting people now, hurrah! So what's the actual altitude of the airfield here? Lakenheath. 32 feet. I was going to say that seems a bit odd. Okay, let's turn around. And drop down to 1,000 feet as we do.
Grim 01, welcome to Lakenheath, contact ground on 121.575.
121.575, Grim 1, thanks.
Lakenheath Hawk 176 downwind for approach for touch and go. What's the runway that we're supposed to be doing this on?
Hawk 176, runway 6, left circuit's approved. Report downwind each time.
I'm sure he said 24 last time. Yeah, oh, look at the wind. And of course it's, yeah, we're going to ignore it. Because of the way Say Intentions works, it's just always going to pick, you know, within 1 degree, it will go for the best runway. Requesting touch and go, runway 06, Hawk 176. Lakenheath Tower, Hawk 176 requesting touch and go, runway 06.
Hawk 176, runway 6, left circuit's approved. Report downwind each time. I'm sure he said 24 last time. Yeah, look at the wind. Because of the way Say Intentions works, it's just always going to pick, you know, within 1 degree, it will go for the best runway.
Lakenheath Tower, Hawk 176 requesting touch and go, runway 06. They might just be busy.
Hawk 176, runway 6, cleared for touch and go. Winds 140 at 18.
We're too high. That wind is really pushing me around. You can see, look, the amount I'm having to crab just to go along the runway in a straight line. Okay, there's another base just a few miles away from us. I'm not sure what direction. Okay, we just carry on. Mildenhall is just over here, look. I want to go and have a look around Mildenhall because it's going to have loads of US assets on the ground. We'll fly around it first and then we'll go and land and have a taxi. See what we can see. I'm going to turn off the nameplates as well. To the crab angle. I've got about 20% rudder. Just hold it in a straight line. Right, let's go be nosy. And I'm going to go and fix this stupid head tracking. Shift and I. There we go. Most of the cause of it is because Just Flight I've set the angle, sorry, India Fox Techo, I've set the angle of your view in the Hawk to ridiculously low. Okay, look at this hill. How are we doing for fuel, by the way? Oh, we've got loads. So I think that's all KC-135s down that end of the airfield. So we're going to turn right and go up past where the Herculeses and stuff were. Must be uphill. It's a lot of Hercules, isn't it? There were some ospreys over the far side somewhere, weren't there? There, you can see one parked up over there, look. And another one here. Okay, do you think we've got enough runway from here to take off? Just holding it against the wind. It's a vicious crosswind going on. Right, let's go low and fast back up to Coningsby, shall we? So we want to be travelling he says, as the plane wobbles around all over the place. So going back over the top of Lakenheath. Let's measure distance gone. 327. So I'm just reading the live stream comments there. Jay is saying he doesn't fly the military aircraft. I don't typically. The Hawk is one of the ones that I will bother with because, yeah, Flight Simulator doesn't simulate weapons, so there doesn't seem to be much point.
Script 01 in for final dry run. Continue dry run. Script 01.
Script 01, hold beach range, roger, continue dry run.
People, all these pylons here. Doesn't like the turbulence, does it? Of the wind whistling over these trees. How are we doing on fuel? Fine. So, when we come back in, we want 11115 on the ILS. And we want the HSI set to 250 degrees, or 251. So we'll say intentions, let us talk to, it's picking up Finland at the moment. I mean, we can tune in the radio ourselves. We don't have to wait for say intentions to do it. I'm just lazy. Excuse me. I think I'm going to bring this into Coningsby and call it a night. This was really me, just about this evening, me keeping my hand in, because I haven't been online much the last few days. And haven't been in the sim or the computer much. So G Hayes is saying opinions on the INI Builds Airbus. I can't say anything about it. I have got early access to it. I haven't received it yet. I receive it tomorrow. But I'm not allowed to say anything about it until the embargo is lifted. So hopefully I'll get time to look at it. It's going to be an interesting one. So we're turning to 70 degrees, was it? The weather really is coming in, isn't it? So this is on ILS mode, the landing lights are on. I'm just going out towards the end of the feathers. Let's see if they've picked up Coningsby. Yes, they have, look. So we want tower, don't we? Coningsby Tower, Hawk 176, left downwind for runway 25.
Hawk X-ray 176, Coningsby Tower, runway 25, continue downwind, report turning base.
I've already turned base really, but we'll keep quiet about that one, hey? Turning base, Hawk 176. Coningsby Tower, Hawk 176 on finals, runway 25.
Hawk 176, winds 180 at 20, runway 25, cleared to land.
Look at the crab angle.
Hawk 176, welcome to Coningsby. Contact ground on 121.855.
We'll contact ground on 121.855, Hawk 176. I'll wait till we're off the runway to do that then, eh? Ground 121.855. Coningsby ground, Hawk 176, requesting taxi to parking.
Hawk 176, taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha. Good day.
Taxiing to general aviation, parking via Alpha, Hawk 176. Good day. Yeah, it doesn't really understand military airfields, does it? That's quite funny. So this version of Coningsby can be bought from the Contrail store. I'll load it up in a moment and show you it. So Contrail are a marketplace for lots of indie developers. I wonder if we'll ever get a decent lightning in the game. Okay. So, I promised I'd show you where that came from, didn't I? So if I go and open the Contrails shop, and if I search for Coningsby, there it is. IM Scenery, Coningsby Airbase. There it is. It's very, very good. You can also get IM Scenery that will also make RAF Honington, Lakenheath, Mildenhall, which obviously you saw both of those. I don't have Honington yet. I ought to go and get that, I suppose. Should go and have a look at it. Obviously you can see pictures of it. Oh, maybe I have got it actually. That rings a bell, having all the tornadoes parked up. Does look the part though, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I have got it. Anyway. So yeah, Contrail's a very good store. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That was just me keeping my hand in really and having a bit of a fly around and sharing it with you guys. Just looking at the live stream comments there, am I using Say Intentions or Beyond ATC? Say Intentions this evening, I've got both. I think they're both good at different things. Say Intentions has been more flexible in the past, but Beyond ATC has just brought in a large language model, but then they're having to learn the hard way about stopping it being too chatty, which is really difficult. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and see about getting myself better. I'll see you again soon. Take care.